Hey, this is Sam Black with Burn in Modern. I'm on the draw with a 1-land hand that has only one 1-mana spell and multiple Searing Blazes, which won't do anything if I don't have lands to play with them. So I think I should mulligan this hand. And I'm going to keep this because I don't want to go to 5, and it's also a little better because I have 2 1-mana spells I can play. I'm going to lead the mountain so that I can hold off on the decision about which land to fetch, and play the Goblin Guide because it does more damage than the Swift Spear this turn. Opponent revealed Flicker Wisp, so I'm playing against presumably the Death and Taxes style deck. Oh, yeah, this is something else. Well, whatever it is, I think I'm just gonna Searing Blaze the bird. I'm gonna get Sacred Foundry, I suppose, because I have one more white card in my deck than green card. Okay, so I'm playing against the Collected Company combo deck, presumably. Well, looks like I guessed wrong on which thing to get. Attack. My opponent's going to be drawing Collected Company. So now my plan is to use Skullcrack to stop my opponent from gaining infinite life in a way that's somewhat but not entirely hopeless. No, or my opponent could just not have a land or a combo piece and play a creature. Given that development, I think I want to use my mana this turn. I know I want to use my mana this turn. I'm not sure if I want to Skullcrack or just Searing Blaze the Viscera Seer. I think Skullcrack. This is encouraging, or promising. Now, presumably this Goblin Guide will get blocked, and then I can Skullcrack and Boros Charm. That's interesting. I guess my opponent doesn't want to draw the township. Now the guide is alive. Yeah, I think I just try to Skullcrack to prevent life gain and then Boros Charm to win. There's an argument for Searing Blaze the Viscera Seer to stop a combo, but that's not the best. I don't like it because my opponent could just Collected Company into the combo anyway, or it just opens up gaining life and then not being dead on my turn. Oh right, it's townships that went into my opponent's hand, not the top of the deck, clearly. So my opponent had the 4-mana either way and then was scrying a different card. Oh, I guess the fact that company is an instant makes this whole situation pretty awkward. So my opponent can just pass and then I have to do nothing. So if I Boros Charm and my opponent companies into a gain life, into a Finks, I die. If I untap an attack, my opponent companies into companies, I respond with Skullcrack. My opponent goes to 3, but then kills me on their turn anyway. I think I have to just cast the Boros Charm. Just hope for no Finks. That's not a Finks. I think I want another Searing Blaze. And I don't think the rest of this stuff is very good. And I think the card I cut is probably... I'm going to be on the draw. I think I can actually cut 2 Eidolons and bring in a Lightning Helix. This game I have a 1-land hand on the draw, but I think it's pretty good. I'm going to keep it. I have a 1-mana creature and multiple removal spells, and cheap cards overall. So I think it's about what I'm looking for. And my opponent mulliganed once, looks like. Yeah, 6 cards. I think I just kill the bird here. Wall of Roots birds. I feel like my opponent's gonna have enough mana that I don't want to kill the bird. Killing Bird is only good if my opponent has not land and Collected Company. And I think that my opponent has few enough spells and enough of them cost a lot that Eidolon's going to hurt me a lot more than my opponent, so I think this turn I just play Goblin Guidance with Spear and attack. And I think I can get green despite the fact that I have Eidolon here. My opponent's not really an attacking deck, and I have Lightning Helix. And I want to be able to cast my spells. There's a red cap. It's a little annoying. Means that my opponent can definitely play something reasonably high impact next turn. I could hold this to turn on Searing Blaze if I draw one, or I could just use it so that I can cast Lava Spike and Eidolon. I think that's the direction I want to go. Casting Eidolon's a little suspect on this board, where my opponent has more life than I do, and may have 4 mana spells in hand, but I feel like I just have to play my cards, and this one does more if I play it earlier, and these cards play pretty well with it. A lot of reach, and this mitigates some of the life loss. But then my opponent might just have 4 drops. That's really bad. It's a pretty cute combo. I like that a lot. Oh, not doing the combo thing with it, just resetting the red cap, which is totally respectable. Don't think I'm going to win this game. I don't really have any attacks. I think I just pass. Nothing I can do about that. Worth noting that my opponent has Spellskite and Tidehollow Scholar. it's worth blocking this thing. That's not very useful. I don't actually think there's a sequence that wins me this game. Alright, so it was good that I blocked the red cap, since that would have killed me. Block here, and then I Searing Blaze this. Oh, this doesn't save me. This lets me kill the Spellscape, but that doesn't let me kill one of the lethal creatures. And I'm just going to concede here. Alright, Eidolon bad, Smash good. I don't want too much of that stuff. Like, I don't think I want Revelry, but I think I want 3 smashes. And the cut is probably Anatarka's Command. I'll keep this. But fast clock and removal that damages my opponent. If my opponent has Spellskite or Sculler, this is pretty good. I guess having Smash is awkward against Sculler since my opponent just takes it, and then there's not a lot of value to getting it back, but that's fine. It's still just a card that has to get, you know, removed. Plus, sometimes I can respond, depending on the situation. Now I have much more white than green, so I'll get Sacred Foundry. And Goblin Guide into Searing Blaze on the play is a very powerful opening. it's already down to 10. Oh, well, that's not fair at all. All right, that's next.